Hey guys, this is Wizard1 bringing you my first unboxing in a really long time. Super excited with this one. This is the global version of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro. It is the 8GB of RAM, 128GB of UFS storage in gradient bronze variant. I paid $380 US for this at the beginning of April and had no idea this was during their annual Mi Fan Festival. As a result, I received this MFF special edition, which spec-wise is exactly the same as the regular one, but with some slight cosmetic differences in the packaging and the phone itself. I think the phone now has dropped by about $50 and now runs for about $320 US, which is about $410 Canadian. When I bought this, there seemed to be some issues with getting Xiaomi phones into Canada. I had to ask my buddy Jerry in Taiwan to receive and forward this to me, so huge shout out to Jerry for helping me out on this. However, it seems now that there are a few sellers that are able to ship to Canada again. As for the reasons why I chose this phone over the vast field of other phones at this price range, I'll touch on that in another video. Okay, so let's just open this bad boy up. First of all, this space design box is special to the MFF variant, as the regular ones are just a white box with a picture of the phone on the front. Okay, so let's open. Oh yeah, I have to take off the screen protector that I bought separately with this. So let's take that off. I'll try to take this off without damaging it. Okay, so I'll put that on the side there. So let's open this up. Okay, so inside the box, we have the special MFF card, which is actually stickers. We have an MFF box with a standard menu, SIM eject pin, and a original special TPU case. I might use this now until I get the Speedgen case that I ordered on Amazon, only because I don't really like this little flap here for the USB to prevent dust from going in, so I'll probably swap that out with my Speedgen later. And lastly, we have the phone itself. The phone is powered by a Snapdragon 732G running MIUI 12 with base Android 11. It has a large 5020 milliamp hour non-removable battery which supports 33 watts fast charging, and the crown jewels of this phone is the Samsung ISOCELL HM2 108 megapixel quad camera and a 6.67 inch high definition AMOLED display with a 240 Hz touch sampling rate and 120 Hz refresh rate. Moving on, in the box, we have a standard Type A to Type C USB cable and the Qualcomm Quick Charge 33 watt Xiaomi charging block. Okay, so let's unwrap the phone now. Okay, so I love what Xiaomi did with the phone. Both the front and the back are Corning Gorilla Glass 5, which is really lovely. It has a really nice gradient bronze matte finish on the back and a little MFF logo etched on it as well. It has a plastic center core frame, which allows it to weigh 193 grams, making it a tad lighter than most of its competitors. We have a rather large camera bump up here, which houses the main 108 megapixel f1.9 camera. We have a 5 megapixel macro lens, a 2 megapixel depth sensor, and a 8 megapixel ultra wide lens. On the front here, right in the center of the screen, we have the 16 megapixel selfie pinhole camera. On the top, we have the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, one of 2 stereo speakers, secondary microphone, and IR blaster. On the side here, we have the volume rockers and the power button with a built-in fingerprint sensor. On the bottom, we have the primary microphone, the USB Type-C port, and the second stereo speaker. And lastly, on this side, we have the SIM card slot, which supports micro SD expansion card and 2 Nano-SIMs. Lastly, what you don't see in here is support for NFC, Wi-Fi AC, and IP53 water and dust resistance. Last thing I'll mention before we get to the benchmarking of this phone is Canadian cellular network compatibility. The Note 10 Pro supports Canadian 4G bands numbers 2, 4, 5, and 7, which will give you 4G with all carriers. Full carrier 3G support with bands number 2, 4, and 5, and even 2G legacy bands 2 and 5, which are still run and supported by Rogers and Fido. Okay, so that's from opening it. We're going to turn this on, set this up, and run a few benchmarks before calling it a wrap. Okay, so it's all set up now. I didn't really load a lot onto it first, but you can see we have access to all the Google apps, as well as some other pre-installed stuff that I'll probably just uninstall if possible. We're going to run the benchmark right now, and let's see how it does. Okay, so we came back with a score of 345,739. Okay, for some reason the ranking doesn't work on this, so I don't know exactly how this compares to any of the other ones out there, but we'll look more into that in the full review video after I use this for about a week. So one thing you can do, let's just try this out, is let's go to display. Here we can switch over to the 120 Hertz refresh rate. Super smooth. Alright, so that's it. So thank you for joining me for the unboxing of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro. Check me out in about a week time and we'll have a full rundown on what I like and what I don't like about this phone. But I did a lot of research before, so I'm sure I'm going to like it. I also ordered a whole bunch of these screen protectors to protect the huge camera bump there, so we'll be installing those. And yeah, that's really about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Jerry, for helping me out on this. And check me out. If you like this video, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Thanks and have a great day.